All right. Hi, Libra. Happy Halloween and welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing okay since Libra season has been over for a couple days now. I'm going to go ahead and take these. Interesting. So, I have some exciting news. Oh, man. I have some exciting news. I've started a Fiverr account. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading, man, these cards are really falling down today. If you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the links will be in the description. But like I was saying, the deck that I'm using this week is called the Deviant Moon Tarot, and it's by Patrick Valenza. Alright, you guys, so the overall energy for this week is the Seven of Wands. So this particular Seven of Wands is a very interesting interpretation because it's sort of like a lost child that's finding their way back from the forest. So I think that for a lot of you guys, you were in a position of where you weren't really quite so sure what to do in life. And I say in life because I see a lot of money for you guys here, as well as love. So I think that there was a pretty big point in your life in which, or like a pretty big aspect, I should say, of your life that you were almost doubtful or unsure or worried or anything like that. Sort of like low vibrational energies. But now you're sort of coming out into an energy of where you're not quite so much, there's not so much concern around it. Because you're coming out of this forest. Out of the forest of confusion. And I want to point out that we have the Six of Wands, and then the Seven of Wands is your main energy, and then the Eight of Wands. So, definitely for a lot of you guys, you might be seeing that sort of progressional energy, especially if you guys are doing anything like plans of any kind that are multi-step. I'm seeing that you guys might like put it into fruition and you might see a victory, and then you might be like, whoa, where did this come from? And then you get some kind of communication. But like I was saying, with the Fool card, there's a new beginning. And it's a beautiful new beginning because you have the World card right next to it, as well as the Judgment. So that's another sequence of numbers. You have 20, 21, and 0, the beginning of the tarot. So I'm getting that you guys, a lot of you guys must have probably been finishing up sort of karmic circles in your life. And now you're seeing that there's a new powerful beginning. It's almost hard for me to like know where to start here. Do I start at the end or do I start at the beginning? Because at the end of the day, they're both the same thing. I definitely see that something is playing out for you guys. And in the middle of it all is the sixth major arcana of the Lovers. So I'm definitely seeing that you guys are going to be seeing some really interesting developments in love, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini, because the Lovers is the card of Gemini. But like I was saying, I think, let me just play out this scenario right here. The Five of Pentacles at the very far left is talking about feeling left out in the cold. And I feel like this might have been somebody who you were dealing with in the past. You were definitely very left out in the cold and almost felt like this person was cruel to you. And I feel like come the judgment card, everyone's been judged in this situation at this point. And I feel like if they were harsh or unreasonably brutal to you, then they've received what was coming to them. And I feel like if you were that person, then you've also felt that. And obviously I use harsh and unreasonably as like hyperbole, but if you guys were just in a situation where you both hurt each other, now I feel like you've both sort of seen what really went down in the situation. And I'm almost getting that this could be someone from your past, especially with Mercury retrograde going this week on Halloween itself. So right now we're currently in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. So I think that for a lot of you guys, you're going to start seeing people from the past pop up, and they're going to start saying things like, hey, I thought about it, this, that, and the other. Maybe we could try it again or whatever. And it's all up to you whether you do or you don't. But I'm definitely seeing a new beginning here. I'm seeing that people are taking the time to sort of think over what they've done, especially with the Mercury retrograde in effect. And with this World card, like whatever situation was in the past, it's dead. It's over. It's gone. But you now have the option of the Fool card. So do you want to revive this situation? Or are you ready for another sort of escapade in love? It's neither here nor there, I feel. I feel like it's your decision and your decision solely. And whatever you do end up deciding, you're going to get the Six of Wands. So you're going to see that victory and you're going to see that sort of happiness, I should say. And I feel like for a very small group of you, like there's money here involved, right? There's the Ace of Pentacles and there's the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm feeling that for some of you guys, you might be asking for a promotion at work, and after some careful sort of consideration, they're like, hey, we think that you are the person for the position, and here you go, take our money. But I feel like you've been working towards it. You've been working towards it, and it shows. And I feel like now would be a time for you to rest, in the sense of don't stress out and don't overthink things. Whenever I see the Four of Swords, I always think about overthinking. Especially since, like, I see so many Wands cards right now. And to me, Wands are instincts. They're feelings. They're not thoughts, not careful deliberation. They're just what is your primal sort of sacral chakra response. So I'm getting there for a lot of you. You're going to see that Six of Wands victory, and then that's going to give you the Seven of Wands clarity, in the sense that you're going to see what's going on and you're going to feel a new level of clarity. And then with this, and as if that wasn't enough, with this Eight of Wands, you're going to get a message of some kind, and it's going to be a quick message. The Eight of Wands is called also the arrows of love in certain circles. So I'm under the impression that you're going to receive a love message of some kind, and it could be through text, it could be through any kind of like messaging app or something like that where it's quickly, but it could also be affected by the Mercury retrograde, so it might be a slower, more deliberate kind of form of communication. So I am getting that a lot of you guys with this deck may be getting letters that were handwritten and sort of hand posted and hand sent. And I think that that's I think that if you get that kind of a message, you're going to be the kind of person that really likes the sentimentality of taking the time to write a letter, to send it, that kind of stuff. And I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles again, and I'm definitely feeling that the person who is taking the time to send you this message is they're the ones that are being sort of deliberate about it. But I feel like once it gets to you, it's going to be past the point of planning and it's going to be fast, fast, fast. But that was your reading for this week, Libra. And if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps out the channel, and I'd love to know if it resonated for you. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe and tune in next Monday, because that's when I upload my readings. And I hope to see you guys there.